Welcome back to week 2 of Ashwood Spencer PE. Today our topic is shapes and our theme for the week is gymnastics. So our first shape is going to be a pencil point. So our feet are going to be slightly apart and our hands together like the top of a pencil. So we're going to try and hold this for 5 seconds. If it's too easy, you could try and close your eyes, or you could raise yourself onto your tiptoes. So let's try and hold this for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to do it for longer, you're welcome to. So, or you can see how long you can do it for without going off balance. The second version of a pencil point would be to be sat down. And we're going to try and like an L shape. If you want, you can try and lift your feet off the floor. It might be a bit harder for your legs and your stomach muscles, so try and hold that again for 5 seconds. And our last version is a lying down version. So we're going to be all the way laid down, the hands are going to be behind us. If you want, lift your arms up, lift your legs up, and then brace your core. So for 5 seconds. And stop once you've done 5 seconds. So we've got a lying down version, a sitting version and a standing version. And for each of the different shapes that we're going to be learning today, we'll have 3 different versions for you to try. So the next one is a star. So our feet are going to be just over shoulder width apart. Our arms are going to be out to the side. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds. Again, if it's too easy, you can close your eyes. So we'll try closing our eyes and holding it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So if that was too easy, maybe you could try on 1 foot. So a star on 1 foot. So this will help improve your balance. The sitting down version will be sat on the floor, our legs a bit wider apart. I'll move back so you can see, and our arms in the air. Again, if that's too easy, try and lift your legs off the floor, hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. And our last one will be lying down fully on our back. Our arms out wide, our legs out wide. If you want, lift your arms up, lift your legs up if you can, and hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, we have 3 different versions. And if you want to make it harder, give you a harder option, try and lift your arms and your legs up at the same time. Our third shape is going to be a tuck. So, because we can't float, obviously we can only tuck at one leg at a time. So we're going to do both legs. So we're going to bring our right knee towards our chest. I'll do it from the side so you can see. Tuck all of our shoulders in. Try and get your head to touch your belly button. And hold it for 5 seconds. Shake that leg out. Next leg. So remember, tuck all of your body in. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Our second version, so we're going to be on the floor. So we're not going to lift any of our body parts. Our legs are going to be on the floor. We're going to try and tuck our head all the way into a little tiny ball. Again, if that's too easy, you can go onto your tiptoes. It might make it a little bit harder to balance. Oh, my balance isn't very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Our next version is going to be on the floor, so you can either do it with your back on the floor. I'll show you this version first. So you tuck your knees towards your chest. You're going to try and hold that for 5 seconds. And if that's too easy, or you want to try a different version, try it onto your side. So you're going to hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. So we've got 2 more moves left, 2 more shapes left. The next one is a pike. So it's a little bit like a star. So our feet are going to be shoulder width apart again, but our arms, instead of going out wide to the side, they're going to go in front of us. So show you from the side. So our arms straight in front of us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, if that was too easy, you can lift one of your legs up to make it a little bit harder. But if you're lifting one up, make sure you do the other leg as well. The sitting down version, again, so feet together. arms straight in front of us. If that's too easy, try and lift your legs up for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Our last one, our lying down version. So our legs are going to be like a star, a little bit like a star shape, just a bit further apart. And we're going to hold it for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, if 5 seconds is too easy, you want to push yourself, do it for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, however long you can hold it, and let us know how long you can hold each shape for. The last one is a straddle. So it's a little bit like a pencil, but our feet are going to be together, our arms are going to be straight out in front of us. So, to make this a bit harder, what we're going to do, we're going to try and touch our toes, but keeping our arms nice and straight, our legs nice and straight, and our backs nice and flat. If you can't touch your toes, don't worry, that's what we're going to try and work on, our flexibility in our hamstrings and our hips. So, try and touch your toes if you can. If not, don't worry, just keep your arms on your legs. I don't want to see people hunched over like a camel, I want your backs nice and flat. So, sitting down version, the same, legs in front of you, arms in front of you. Try and touch your toes. If it's too easy, keep your back nice and straight. Lift your legs up. Hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Next version of it, legs nice and straight in the air. Try and touch your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Well done. So, there are different shapes for today. What I want you to try and do on your own is come up with a sequence. So, our start position could be a pencil. So we might start in a pencil shape. We might want to add a different shape. So we could add a circle, we could add a triangle, we could have a rectangle. They're all different body parts you could use to make that shape. So, for example, I'm going to try a triangle. So my legs are going to be shoulder width apart. My arms are going to be up, so you can see there's one side of the triangle, here's the point, here's the other side, and the floor is the edge, okay? But you can also add a circle, you could add a rectangle if you wanted. So I want you to have a mathematical shape, so like we've said, a circle, a square, a triangle, a rectangle. I want you to have one of the shapes we went through, so a pencil point, a star, a tuck, a pike, a straddle, and then I want to have you to do a finish. So a start position, a mathematical position, one of the shapes we went through, and a finish position. So my start position is going to be a pencil point. So, and then I'm going to move in to a sitting tuck. So this is going to be my tuck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My mathematical shape is going to be a triangle, and I'm going to go from a triangle into a one-legged pencil point. And then my finish is going to be a straddle lying down for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish. So, you've got lots of different ways you can explore shapes. You've got it through mathematical shapes, you've got it through normal shapes, and then I want you to come up with a sequence. So, it should be about 20 seconds long if you're doing a start position for 5 seconds, a shape for 5 seconds, a mathematical shape for 5 seconds, and a finishing point for 5 seconds. So, when you've come up with that, I would like you to send it in, and we'll see all the different sequences that you've came up with.